I'm back, Cyan. How are things going with the Banuk?
As you directed, I have explained my origins to them. They are impressed by my ability to survive longer than their ancestors.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge, and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
What did you figure out about Hephaestus, based on what I said?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, fire claws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there, in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Until next time, Cyan.
Indeed. Until next time, Aloy. Hello, Aloy. Do you wish to continue our discussion?
Hello, Cyan. Yes, I do. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
All right, Cyan. I'm going to leave you for now.
I will quite literally always be available, Aloy.
Look out below!
Poor feet. I've got a lot on my mind. Sorry.
Why, hello there.
But at least she's noble Karja, unlike those savages. Ah, I'm already sweating. Yes, yes, you're very friendly.
Don't let your guard down.
I swore I'd ask her to marry me on a sunny day.
show was better last week.
Prince Itaman is no traitor to speak with me if you need me.
Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night.
My mother told me to steer clear of the outline. I haven't had a break in ages.
Don't let your guard down.
I need a moment. My duties today are endless.
You still want to talk? I might need a hanky.
I'll see you later.
I hope so.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility. Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
I will. Soon.
He wishes to speak to you.
quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes. I'm afraid all we can do is wait. Get some rest at Olin's apartment, or tend to other matters.
An army at the ridge.
I know waiting is tiresome, but perhaps you have unfinished business to attend to. If you have nothing more to do, I suggest getting some rest at Olin's apartment.
What's happening? Is the battle starting?
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian. I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
And you're back.
I have things to do.
You always do.
crumbs. All the best goods.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Don't pass up these goods.
An army on the edge of the city. Look for cover. Don't get trapped.
You look strong enough to man a forge.
Who leads the attack? Is it...
Shake your head.
Ammunition and bandages. Whatever you can find. Get them to the gates.
You look fresh from the forge.
We can't get anything right. They'd never make it across the Great Bridge.
Doesn't let up. Well, neither do I.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. Yep. Won't find better wares.
Crazy Aloy tried to kill our Sun King until the machine rider stopped him cold.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Aloy. I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
She was incredible. Stopped
place
Dervahl without breaking a sweat.
Really couldn't be
I had
more
no idea the
different
Nora
than
were so
Sacred Land,
fierce.
could it?
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day.
There are materials like I've
Amazing.
never seen in the markets above. I tried to explain stitchers and makers to these Karja. You'd think that wouldn't take much explaining. This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
Talana Khan Padish, Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. She does her house proud.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
A woman atop the Hunter's Lodge. Never thought I'd see that sunrise.
I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want
We
to.
all have our place in the order of things.
I've put something special on the tips of my arrows for the Eclipse. It's too bad Bahavas isn't here to see his little friends crushed. I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Prince Edelman escaped Sunfall. Praise
The sun is my
for
armor.
saving him without bloodshed.
This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
Machines or bandits try to get
Always
past
for a
me,
Sun
we'll have
King.
a fight.
Always for Meridian. Every battle we hope to make the last. For the other side. The sun is my armor. This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
Khan Padish once again leads the Hunter's Lodge. I could not ask for a more noble house.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Father understood that I couldn't just stand by in my garden.
I thought Sun King Avad was
Maybe
sitting
this
on his
battle
hands,
can
but
finally
he got
end the war
prince
between the
out with help from
Karja.
his spies.
I should finish up here before the fighting starts. Father understood that I couldn't just stand by in my garden.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. Nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next.
My turn.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Ethid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end. Like you said, we'll stop Helis cold. Together. I hear they call you the Anointed now. The matriarchs and their rituals. Jan's probably eating it up. It's strange to fight alongside the Karja. But I guess they're like any tribe. Some kind, some vicious. Like you said, we'll stop Helis cold. Together. I hear they call you the Anointed now. The matriarchs and their rituals. Jan's probably eating it up.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
That's a nice spear, Uthid.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
Can't fault my prisoners' discipline. All those dawn drills have served them well. After it's all over, I might be the only one going back to the Rock. How'd you like that? I've waited 2 years for this war to break. I can wait a little longer. Can't fault my prisoners' discipline. All those dawn drills have served them well. After it's all over, I might be the only one going back to the Rock. How'd you like that?
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can't be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, Sun, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
Nil?
Hey, Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The wait before blood is shed. Like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist? Killed anyone lately you'd like to talk about? I don't care for fighting machines. But I hear these ones are demons. That's exciting. Trouble with a battle is, it can be hard to find killing to call your own. Killed anyone lately you'd like to talk about?
Stood between the assassin and our Sun King.
These damn Oseram, stirring up tensions.
She was incredible. Stopped Derval
Thinking
without
about the
breaking a
claim.
sweat. I had no idea the Nora were so fierce.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way. Cyan said she could not predict the outcome. If she had, I would have chosen not to hear it. Did we not fight back machine demons before? You, my sister, and I. The battle looms, but every day brings a fresh battle. Cyan said she could not predict the outcome. If she had, I would have chosen not to hear it.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait. From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song. My spear is sharp. My will is like the oldest ice. If I live or die, they'll call my name down glacier cracks. From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead. I came prepared. I have arrows enough to take down 5 armies. Hawk and Thrush ready for the battle to start. When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Karja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients. We will stand tall, for we are the strength of the Nora. Your fight is ours. You know it to be so. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the Elite, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemies only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will? The Ataru have a proverb. Green grows from the ashes of a forest blaze. From what I could gather, the Nora believe their goddess chose them for a fated battle. The Oseram believe in many things. The forge's hiss, the charcoal's crack, the creak of the fermenting barrel. Complex omens. The Ataru have a proverb. Green grows from the ashes of a forest blaze.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over. Up here, I'm not sure if the world has grown bigger, or I've grown smaller. I apologize for the war chief. She is hating this. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
We gonna fight soon? I'm getting hungry.
You're always hungry.
Feasts on me, after we win.
Beer too?
Beer too. Well, you just can't leave me alone, can you?
I think she likes you.
You gonna kiss her, Captain?
Shut up. Now. We'll just pretend that never happened.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
Quite soon. My armor's getting itchy.
I came prepared. I have arrows enough to take down 5 armies.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all the...
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled. It's good to this, and I'm...
Machines or bandits try to get past me, they'll have a fight. Mark my words.
Should be out there fighting machines, not pacing around here.
Gather bows and spears. Don't let them take the city without a fight. Meridian, we're doomed.
Oh, son, protect your city from the army outside its gate.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Won't find better wares. They say the Karja and Shadow have machines with them. Terrible machines.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished? How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out. No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Why do you fight?
He's quick.
The end is inevitable. Accept it. Accept it.
Can't take much more of this. It's giving way! The Deathbringers keep... It's giving way!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then. Blocked again.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down. Damn him.
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die
Impossible. I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun. can't spare the weight.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Gotta get to another platform.
But be wary!
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again! West!
It's taking a shot at me!
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
My all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you.
Aloy, go! No, we'll draw them. Now you face their true sun, shadow demons. Take the fight to the spire, Aloy. Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
To think I almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow. All this destruction can almost make you feel inadequate. It's depressing, machines fighting wars. Not my first firestorm. All this destruction can almost make you feel inadequate.
Quickly. Saving these for the trail. It's begun. Hades is transmitting. Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back. They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
My way's clear.
The Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.